Welcome to World Updates Hub. Subscribe and press the bell icon for more updates. August 26, 2025. A date that will soon be etched into the history books of the Philippines. A day when the tides of fortune began to shift. Off Palawan's rugged coast, the West Philippine Sea churns with more than just waves. Beneath the restless surface, secrets have lain hidden for millennia, waiting for the right moment and the right people to uncover them. Deep below, a seismic survey vessel's crew, Filipino and international, stares at screens, stunned by what they see. The hum of computers and the tension in the air are palpable as data streams in, revealing a story written in stone and sediment. The data is undeniable, vast, untapped reservoirs of natural gas and oil, mapped in vivid color across their monitors. It's a discovery that could change everything. This isn't just another find. It's a potential turning point for over 115 million Filipinos, whose daily lives are shaped by the price and availability of energy. For families, workers, and entire communities, hope flickers on the horizon. For decades, these resources were legend, fueling hope, tension, and ambition. Generations have watched as dreams of energy independence rose and fell, often dashed by politics, technology, or international disputes. Now, technology has revealed a treasure that could transform the nation's future. Advanced seismic imaging, once the stuff of science fiction, has made the invisible visible, turning speculation into certainty. In Manila, word spreads quietly among insiders and diplomats. Behind closed doors, government officials and energy experts weigh the implications, knowing that every decision from this point forward could alter the country's destiny. This energy means more than fuel. It's a shot at true independence from costly imports. Every barrel discovered is a step away from reliance on foreign oil, a move toward self-sufficiency and national pride. It promises jobs, growth, and a new place on the world stage, but it's buried in one of the world's most contested seas. The South China Sea, a region fraught with overlapping claims and simmering tensions, now holds even greater significance. The promise of prosperity is shadowed by geopolitics. International eyes turn toward the Philippines, some with support, others with suspicion, as the nation stands at a crossroads between opportunity and risk. On the survey ship, Filipino scientists feel the weight of history. They know they are not just collecting data, they are shaping the narrative of a nation, carrying the hopes of millions on their shoulders. They're not just employees, they're pioneers, charting a new course for their country. Their pride is matched only by their sense of responsibility, as they realize the magnitude of what they've uncovered. Their discovery could power cities, fuel industries, and lift millions from poverty. Imagine a future where lights never flicker, factories run at full capacity, and opportunity reaches even the most remote villages. The data they gather will shape a national strategy for a more secure future. Every chart, every sample, every decision will ripple outward, influencing policy, investment, and the lives of generations to come. This is where the story begins: a determined government, ambitious corporations, and powerful neighbors with their own agendas. The stakes are enormous, and the world is watching as the Philippines prepares to make its move. Bringing this energy ashore will demand investment, technology, and deft diplomacy. It will require unity at home and skillful negotiation abroad, as the nation balances ambition with caution. For the first time, the path forward seems real. The promise of a brighter tomorrow is no longer a distant dream, but a tangible goal within reach for every Filipino. The hidden treasure is no longer a myth, it's a reality waiting to be unlocked. The journey ahead will be challenging, but the rewards could redefine the nation's future, lighting the way for generations yet to come. The world sees the Philippines as paradise, famous for its pristine beaches, vibrant coral reefs, and the warm, welcoming smiles of its people. Tourists flock here for the natural beauty, the turquoise waters, and the sense of escape. But there's so much more to this archipelago than meets the eye. Beneath the postcard-perfect image lies a nation with immense strategic and economic potential, waiting to be unlocked. The Philippines sits at the crossroads of major shipping routes, and its cities pulse with energy and ambition, blending tradition with modernity. Yet for decades, energy insecurity and a heavy dependence on imported fuel have held the country back, limiting growth and making it vulnerable to global price shocks. Now, recent discoveries of domestic oil and natural gas reserves could rewrite the nation's story, offering a chance to transform the Philippines from a net importer into a regional energy powerhouse, fueling its own development. The archipelago's dramatic geology, shaped by volcanoes and tectonic forces, doesn't just create stunning landscapes, it also means the land and sea are rich in untapped hydrocarbon reserves waiting to be explored. The real challenge has never been about whether these resources exist, but about gaining access, navigating legal, environmental, and political barriers that have kept much of this wealth out of reach. Early efforts to tap into these resources faltered, hampered by a lack of capital, outdated technology, and the ever-present risks of political instability and regulatory uncertainty. But today, the world is starting to see the Philippines in a new light. Not just as a tropical getaway, but as a strategic partner for energy investment and innovation. International interest is growing, and new partnerships are forming. Global corporations and nations are taking notice, eager to be part of the Philippines' energy transformation and to secure a stake in its promising future. The old postcard image is being updated. The Philippines is on the cusp of an energy boom, poised to power its cities, industries, and people with homegrown resources. With its strategic location and newfound energy potential, the Philippines is ready to claim its place as a key player in the Indo-Pacific region, shaping its own destiny and contributing to the world stage. To glimpse the future of energy in Southeast Asia, look to Malampaya, a shining example of what vision, determination, and innovation can achieve. This is the Philippines' energy success story, a project that has become a symbol of national pride and progress. Discovered in 1991 and producing since 2001, Malampaya now supplies up to 20% of the nation's electricity, powering millions of homes, businesses, and industries across the archipelago. It proved that the Philippines could not only dream big, but also execute complex, large-scale energy projects in some of the world's most challenging environments. By harnessing its own natural gas, Malampaya replaced costly fuel imports, saved the country billions of dollars, and provided vital funding for national development and social programs. The project created a new generation of highly skilled Filipino engineers, fostered technical expertise, and established a framework for resource sharing that benefits communities and the nation. But the journey was far from easy. Deep waters, long and complex pipelines, and political hurdles tested the resolve of everyone involved at every step. The project's success depended on stable investment conditions, strong government support, and international partnerships that brought together the best minds and resources from around the world. Now, as Malampaya's output gradually declines, the lessons it offers become more important than ever for the country's energy future. Malampaya stands as proof that the risks of operating in Philippine waters can be managed, and that the rewards, when achieved, are truly transformative for the nation. Today, Malampaya serves as the blueprint for the next chapter in the Philippines' energy journey, inspiring new projects and future expansion. The Philippines now has the talent, the experience, and the confidence to seize new opportunities and lead the way in sustainable energy. The nation stands ready to build on this remarkable legacy, lighting the path forward for generations to come. The world's eyes are on the Philippines, driven by a global energy shift. As nations seek alternatives to unstable suppliers, the Philippines' reserves and location make it a prime candidate. Japan, South Korea, and Europe are eager for new, reliable sources. Advances in deep-water technology have made once unreachable resources accessible. The Philippines is now a strategic interest, not just for its resources, but for its role in regional stability. For allies, a strong, energy-independent Philippines is a vital partner. For investors, it's one of the last great frontiers. The development here could reshape the Indo-Pacific's energy and power balance. The biggest obstacle? The South China Sea dispute. China's sweeping claims overlap with the Philippines' legal exclusive economic zone, including resource-rich Recto Bank. Chinese gray zone tactics, harassment, and blockades have deterred exploration. In 2016, an international tribunal ruled in favor of the Philippines, invalidating China's claims. But China rejects the ruling, leaving Manila with rights but little enforcement power. Moving forward is an act of sovereignty, not just economics. The Philippines must blend legal assertiveness, diplomacy, and credible defense. Managing this dispute is the key to unlocking the nation's energy future. The Philippines is shifting from quiet accommodation to assertive action. Manila is inviting global partners for joint ventures, making energy projects international concerns. Modernizing the Navy and Coast Guard, the country aims to deter aggression, not match China, but raise the stakes. Transparency is key, publicizing harassment and streamlining investment rules. The Department of Energy is making it easier for companies to invest and operate. Strengthened alliances, especially with the US, Japan, and Australia, create a united front. Joint patrols and coalition building reinforce the rule of law. The message: the Philippines is open for business and ready to defend its interests. The Philippines' assertive strategy is attracting global giants. U.S. firms bring technology and align with Washington's Indo-Pacific goals. European companies seeking to diversify from Russian energy see opportunity and stability. Japanese and Korean firms want reliable LNG sources close to home. Their investments internationalize the issue, making disruptions a global concern. Each new partner weaves a web of shared interests, reinforcing Philippine sovereignty. The world's involvement is both profit-driven and strategic. The Philippines no longer stands alone. It has powerful allies at its side. An oil and gas boom could bring energy independence and economic growth. Lower energy costs, job creation, and government revenue could transform lives. The industry would spark growth in supporting sectors and keep skilled workers at home. But the risks are real. Massive costs, environmental dangers, and political threats. A spill could devastate marine life and coastal communities. Territorial disputes and corruption threaten progress. The resource curse looms if transparency and accountability falter. The challenge: ensure the wealth benefits all, not just a few. The stakes are as high as the rewards. August 26, 2025. The Philippines stands at a crossroads. The choices made now will shape the nation's future for generations. This is more than an economic windfall. It's a chance to redefine the country's identity. The government must assert rights boldly but avoid reckless confrontation. Foreign investment is welcome, but deals must benefit Filipinos. Economic growth must go hand in hand with environmental protection. This is a test of leadership, unity, and vision. Harnessing these resources could inspire national pride and self-determination. The world is watching. The treasure is real. This is the Philippines' moment to seize, shape, and secure a brighter destiny. Thanks for your time.